on the previous episode of Talk That Talk.
I mean, that's just what the culture is. That's just what HBCU bands or just bands in general have always been known for. The stands is just an extra, right? And especially, it's so interesting. I'm not sure if it's because, especially in the swag, the way that the way that the rules and stuff have been integrated into the game itself, that makes it more like hyped up that when the band does play, it's all eyes because you don't consistently hear bands battling across the field from the whole game. I don't know if maybe that has something to do with it. But in terms of overall, I think the field show shouldn't always be the preference. Now, the thing is, I mean, everybody has slacked up on that. And I do think it's because when you look at videos or when you look at whomever, people have gravitated towards the stands or the fifth or the zero quarter, because that's when you really get to be quote unquote intimate. That's when you can really, talk shit. That's when you can really like quote unquote get into it. Now, is that the right thing or not? Not necessarily. I think both are very important, but I do think that we've been definitely slacking on the field show side. And I think that we've become complacent in that area, in which now it's just like, hey, okay, block band, marching across the field, drill, dance routine, band dance routine, maybe a ballad in the middle, march off, let's get back to the stands. I mean, I don't know, until somebody is willing to shake that pattern up and maybe give some new spice to it and give a new look at the field show, it's always going to be second. I'm speaking in terms of the masses. I'm not speaking in terms of personal preference. But, I mean, yeah.
All right. stands versus field shows, and why? Rick.
First off, I'm gonna give a shout out to my rookie sister Joy. I see you on here. What's going on, Joy? But for me, I think it's directly affected by something we've talked about many times on the show. Because of the lack of innovation in HBCU band culture, when it comes to field shows, people don't want to keep seeing the same thing over and over and over again. Like Maya just said, we already know what the structure of the show is going to be. You may not know what the charts are. You may not know, what the drill is, like whatever, but you know exactly what you're about to see. You know there's going to be a whack dance. I'm sorry. Y'all know how I feel about dance routine. But anyway, there's going to be a dance routine in there. Some better than others. I'll leave it there. There's going to be, the same design. So I think if bands were more innovative in the way that they program shows, I think it would be better. So that's number one. And you think about it, bands are actually having to plan for one another in the stands now. So that's where all the creativity is. So I'll give you a prime example. Walter brought up Beyond from Southern at the end of his marching career. I am absolutely, and I know all the Southern people are going to probably try to crucify me in the comments, whatever. I am absolutely of the thought that Southern programmed those type of songs because they knew they were playing us at PV.
For sure.